Why, hello everybody, welcome. My name is Rubydung. Welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base. That is because I am planning to do something a little exciting in today's episode. In which case, I need to get a few resources. In particular, I need to grab a whole bunch of wood. I think I have a little bit I keep here at my main base. Yes, okay. So I just need to grab this top row right here. And just fill that in, and let's just move all of this over here. In order to do today's episode, I am planning on doing a little bit of an odd thing. This is going to be a bit weird. In which case, is going to be all the way up here on the second floor to my base. I guess you can qualify this as the second floor. I need to go across the sky bridge here. Well, technically, I guess it's more like the grass bridge. I don't know what to qualify this as. But I want to cross here, and what I want to begin doing is I want to expand the top of this base. So this has been what the cap of my base has been. Well, since beta, I believe I built this top here, and I haven't expanded it any higher since, but I still have several parts of my base that are significantly higher. Like, over there, where the pumpkin and melon farm is, I believe that used to be the old world height that's, right up there, so that's been, the tallest part of my base for a long time now, but I want to expand the central tower here so that, one, the first thing that I need to do is expand the floor upwards, so that way it is on the same level with the rest of my base, because currently this floor here is at no level anywhere else in the rest of my base. So basically what I'm going to be doing with this floor is build it up and cover it up. I'm going to pretend like it doesn't exist. So I'm just going to be building this up functionally. One more block. And cover it up. So I'm going to be building these side pillars here to start with. And then I'll be back with you guys, hopefully, with a little bit more of a show of the plan. A little too high in this one. Alright, so I've gone through here and have built up the walls of this area. So, getting a good little view of this, we now have a little gap, in which case the beacon will be housed away in. So, that won't be touched by all this, but I can also go down. I want to give a little bit of an outside view so you can get an idea of scale. It shouldn't be that noticeable of the increase just because of how tall the building was previously, but it should now line up better with the surrounding buildings, which is particularly what I was wanting to do with this because who meant it was not lining up at all, and it did give me some minor bugs, or I was just kind of I don't like that. In which case, yeah, it's not really that noticeable. It's kind of noticeable. Then again, I'm probably the person who looks at what I've built the most, and I don't think it's that noticeable. So, it's a little bit of an increase, but now it actually lines up, which is really nice. So, those two are almost on the same level. It should actually be on the same level, I believe, now. Yeah, that's on the same level. So, now what I need to do is I need to get back all the way around there, in which case I plan on doing something a little bit different with this area. I kind of teased it a little bit when I was talking about the update showcase, in which case I was talking about a plan that I was like, ooh, I wish I did this with my base. Now I actually can do it, in which case when I get all the way up here, whoop, all the way through the glass, what I can do now is I can go all the way over here, and I can grab some cobblestone slabs and place them down like this all across the area. In which case, what I can do after I place down all of them, in which case I'm going to go back down. I should have grabbed this while I was all the way down here previously. I'm going to go up and down this water stream 500 times today, I'm willing to bet. What I can do with this while I'm here is I can go over to my wool, and grab some carpet. Let's make some carpet. Boom, like that. I'm not getting that much from it. But it's better than nothing. When I get all the way back up here, I can theoretically build a mob-proof floor because of how the carpets interact. In which case, you can walk on a carpet as if it's a full block, for those who remember correctly. So, I can build something that I don't have to worry about the lighting as much for. So if I place this over, I'm just able to walk over this freely and fine, despite this being on half slabs. And on top of that, light goes through this, so if I wanted to fill the floor with jack-o'-lanterns, which I have a billion of, I have so many pumpkins, like once again coming back down this water stream. I have a ton of jack-o'-lanterns, and jack-o'-lanterns are probably the cheapest lighting source after torches. Like, let me come around here, and yeah, I have so many pumpkins, so that is not a problem. So yeah, probably just going to make the flooring of that stone slabs and jack-o'-lanterns. The biggest problem I would have with that is just placing the jack-o'-lanterns. So I just have to find a way to do that, but I think that is a good little plan there. Alright, I now have full cover over the area. The only thing that's sticking out from below is the beacon here, which I actually kind of like. I think this looks pretty cool, just a little beacon that's pushing out above all the little half slabs here. But I now need to get some wool to begin covering up this area, and also I want to put down a whole bunch of wood here in order to actually get a little border on this thing, so that way I can't just randomly walk off it. But another thing I'm going to do while I'm up here, might as well convert these while I am doing that, is, let's also just fill that in. While I'm also doing this, I might as well also begin, since I'm already putting the roof on this area, I might as well also put the roof on a couple of other areas I have in the base, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's a couple of areas in my base that are missing roofs. So, since I put the roof on this area, I might as well go through the entire base, well, not the entirety of it, but this whole section up here and begin putting up the roofs, because, oh boy, do I need roofs up in this area. I don't need roofs up in this area, but man, have I really been slacking on putting roofs here on this second floor for no particular reason either. So I am going to go through here, this whole base, particularly these sections around here. This one needs a lot. This needs so much. But I'm going to be going through this area and begin putting in the roofs. Alright, so I've done some major work on the roofing here, in which case I want to jump all the way over here. I've done it for each of the little tunnels along here. One, I redid the lighting, but two, I also put a nice little roof over this one. This one's probably one of the smaller of the ones. It's not that big a deal. I might move the water up here, but I'm not quite sure about that yet. But I might wind up moving that water, so it's a little bit more kind of in a different situation there, but probably not. But another one that I'm also wanting to show off is along here in this tunnel. I began putting the bookshelves in along with the actual roofing before I run into here, in which case I only got a glass border done on here, but I did build it up enough that I can begin putting that glass border in. It was a little bit shorter than previous, but as well as if I go down here, redo the torches and the ceiling, and begin putting the bookshelves in here, along with putting a nice little cover over my drop down, which I'm actually going to put the torches in for, so have that nice and set up. Oop, a little bit of a wobble there when trying to set my head down, but if I also come around here, a very, very big one is if I go over here, you will see that this area is done. The bookshelves are almost done. Bookshelves are done. In which case, torches got redone. The walls got completely put up here. There was not even a single lick of wall here. And there was also a roof and over here, a little viewing area so I can look in at the villagers that are basically not going to be showing themselves. But I left this area open here to the temporary water source as I can go down here. And you can see that I also, though this area is not finished, I did do a very crucial thing here, in which case I actually began putting the walls in, but more importantly, I finished putting all the struts in. So, the struts for this area are completely finished. Now I just have to build the wall around those struts. So, that's kind of like a very key, important thing for this actual tunnel. That and, well, the walls and the roof. So, I can begin to get that set up. But I'm probably not going to be doing too much with this tunnel quite yet because there's that weird ramp here and it's going to force me to do some really weird stuff in order to make that look good. So I'm trying to not focus on that too much. Oop, I actually need to get into the tunnel here. But now what I also want to do is I want to run around here and I want to begin putting in the bookshelves. For this area, I don't think I want to put any bookshelves in. I originally was going to put bookshelves in, but now what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to try to put in something that's not bookshelves. I'm probably going to maybe fill this in wood and then put trap doors here instead. Because I actually like the depth that what this is providing. However, I don't think I want it to go in. I want it to come out. So I might either have actual logs jut out here or I might just put trap doors here. But either way, I do want my bookshelves to be filling in this tunnel coming all the way to the villagers. It's a bit lopsided. I don't have any bookshelves on that side because I can't put wooden pillaring on that side. I had to disguise it with trapdoors. So this base has a lot of complications. Oh, and I have Silk Touch luckily on me, so I can pick that up. This base has so many complications when it comes to design. This tunnel has bookshelves and oh, missed a little bit here though. And I believe it's it for bookshelves for this tunnel. Yes, it is. So this tunnel now has all its bookshelves in, and this tunnel it has precisely none of them, I believe. Yeah. So there we go. There goes all my bookshelves. Bookshelves are so expensive. I don't know why I decided to decorate so much of my base with bookshelves. The problem is the leather. The wood's annoying, but the leather's the big problem. Oh my god, it's, oh, man, so annoying. And finally, what I also want to begin doing here is going through and putting in some carpet. I do not have remotely enough, but I luckily have a pretty big sheep farm that I can rely on for that, and my iron farm produces a ridiculous amount of roses, so I'm just going to be using them to make the wool dyed so I can get red dye to get red wool so my floors will be red. So basically I'm just doing this for the ease of it's probably the cheapest color to get that isn't just white. In which case, I'm probably going to use this red and white. Those two dyes are really, really easy to get, so probably going to be using that. And, oh, I almost got the full way around. I was so shy. I don't have any more on me. No! But yeah, that's how that's looking now. And I can just stand here. And this is functionally a good way for me to actually be able to access all of this now. Because now I can hop up onto any part of this and continue building this area up. So, let me go all the way back to the front of the base. I haven't looked from the front of the base yet about how any of my changes of look. Almost all of it has been interior-wise, so I doubt any of it would be noticeable from the front of the base. But either way, I do want to just jump all the way down here and get to the front, because just in case. Actually, no, the little ledges there are probably quite noticeable from the very front, but there's only one way to find out, and that's going all the way to the front here. So let's see. Yeah, the little ledges up there are noticeable. In which case, I actually like the look of that. I might actually just have to do that for my top, like whenever I do cap this off, like I reach the build height. I actually probably want to do something like that because I actually do like the look of that. But yeah, you can't really see the rest of what I've built because it's all so far in the back. So yeah, that wasn't really noticeable. But that's at least very nice. And I like the look of that. So doing quite good on the build for today's episode because I think that's going to be the end of it. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. That's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. I just saw something all the way out here, and I forgot this existed, so I'm going to go get rid of it. But either way, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. As you can see, I'm making my way beelining for this stupid pillar that I don't know why I built so long ago. I think I was testing like fall damage or something like that. No, I was testing build height. By the way, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any ideas for things you want to see me do in this series, or anything that you want to see me continue, or just anything that you liked, I always love hearing suggestions, ideas, improvements. This series is something that I really, really like doing, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. So, either way, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. I'll be seeing you guys here in the next one. So long. See ya. Bye. I'm just slowly climbing a ladder. I can't do anything exciting unless I just sit here and talk. It's not exactly the most exciting thing to do, now is it? Not even close to the top, am I? Guess I'll just have to exit on a boring note. This is stars.